The chief is. Then when you pull this out, those cops and all, they won't dare mess with you, right? Hello everyone, I'm Xiao Zhong. This is Chief Lee Manhu. Lee Manhu's from Nigeria, and Cameroon's dual chief. Today I'm honored to visit Chief Lee. Welcome to my territory, Xiao Zhong. I see all these photos on your wall. This is me in Nigeria. When I was being crowned, with some local chiefs, a photo with them. Yes, that's our local king. Local king. We call him His Majesty, the King. This is my Cameroon coronation certificate, meaning I was already a chief in Nigeria. And then confirmed in Cameroon. That my title's valid here too. I think you're the first Chinese dual chief. Yes, I believe so. Is that your scepter you're holding? Yes, from my Nigeria coronation. And this staff has a small knife. Really? What's this knife for? It says for danger or something. You can use it, right? For protection. Oh my god, it's for protection. Is this knife sharpened? No, it's not. You feel you won't need it, right? Definitely won't need it. It's like a symbol of power. Yes, this is a Een head, and I was thinking to use a dragon head, but our local craftsman said the Een head represents wisdom. Because they don't know what dragons are here, and that's the sound we ended up using. Actually, before I came, I looked you up a lot. Your search results were everywhere, all over the news. Actually, when I became a chief, I was only 27, so lots of media paid attention. Because in Nigeria, being a chief wasn't just me, there were many others. How did you come to Africa then? When I first came to Africa, it was a friend of mine who told me he worked in Africa, so I wanted to go abroad and see, to learn about Africa, and my first stop was Nigeria. In Nigeria, I started with mining resources. After 2 years in mining, I switched to my old engineering firm. Worked there for about 4 years. After that project ended, now I'm out on my own. Honestly, before becoming a chief, I knew nothing about this role. After joining them, I understood the importance in African society. No matter where you are in Africa, as long as you're in a country south of the Sahara, many have chiefs. At the end of 2018, there was this chance encounter. I met the great chief. Had a meeting with him. They saw we were doing engineering work. The great chief's role was to serve the local and 2 neighboring countries, Nigeria, Cameroon, and others. Data trade, border trade and such. Why did they choose me? I was basically our company's representative, representing our company at the ceremony. It wasn't given to me, but to the company, to the project we were doing. So after getting this chief title, does it make things easier for you to do business? It means you have that status locally. He just trusts you a bit more. You know, it's just Africa, right? Nigeria, this country, it actually has some problems. Like, for example, when I came from Benin the other day, weren't there lots of police stopping you for money? So, after you have this chief status, would people still do that? Never happened to me before, because I have ID. You have ID. Yeah, can we see it? Chief ID. So when you pull this out, those police and all, they definitely won't give you trouble, right? Yeah. He won't deliberately hassle you. And then let me show everyone this. What's written here is Chief Adam Lee Manhu. And this license plate has no number. It just has one. No. Just like this. You use it on the land. Everyone recognizes it. So this is like a chief's privilege. Yeah. This is the land certificate. Yeah. 100 acres or 200, I forgot. They gave you 100 acres of land. Yeah. Like 100 kilometers or 200, I think. Like when I wear regular clothes and wear this bracelet, people will still ask you. They'll ask, are you the chief? Why is he wearing this? I say I am. Only chiefs can wear this? This is also a chief's identifier. So, like the chief status, it actually gives you a lot more leverage, whether doing business with others or just dealing with people. It's relatively easier because Hong Kong's already integrated into the local society. How does your family view your status? My family back then thought I was some official in Africa. Really? They were all thrilled. We'd often joke, African chiefs can marry many wives. And with all your land and titles, wouldn't local madams want to marry you? Back then, I did have several. And our local king told me, when you need one, I'll introduce you to one. Right. He said, sir, as chief, you must enjoy life. Let me share our local king's story. His story, he had 4 wives himself. 4 wives, he kept them in the countryside. And he had many young women around him. He often changed girlfriends. He lived quite freely. Earlier you mentioned titles, like local king and chief, and chiefs have different levels. Could you explain the hierarchy of chiefs in Africa? In Africa, below the market level, chiefs handle everything. The local king is the top chief, like a mayor. Land and people are managed by chiefs. So if you need something done locally, you must have good relations with chiefs. You might go to the government, but they can't help but ask the local king or chief, and they'll solve it. So now, your brother, after all these years here, have you helped fellow countrymen because of your position? Helped some fellow countrymen, like solving problems, or offering help? What impressed me was, when I was at the border before, there was a group from Shanghai, traveling around the world, some on motorcycles. They ran into trouble at the border. You were at the border. They wouldn't let them through, so I coordinated with local authorities and got them released. As more Chinese come to Africa, I've seen news about several chiefs. Some may have made real contributions, but many just paid for it. You can buy it, right, but I didn't spend a penny. I don't think your brother would buy a title. You seem pretty open-minded. Like you belong to me. I accept you don't belong to me. I don't mind either way. After all these years of working, it's recognition from the locals for me and the company. That's what matters most. Could you tell us what industries you're in? In Liberia, I'm mainly working on some gold mines there. And in Cameroon, it's timber now. You're currently doing auto parts? Actually, when I came earlier, I mentioned this too. How police stop you on the way back to the capital. And at airports, they ask for money. This kind of situation. As someone living there, how do you view this? Because I feel it's targeting. Like Asians, not Asians. It's often Chinese people. Because often Chinese people are. When this happens, I just want to give him some cash to make it go away. But when you pay up, you're teaching them a habit. When they see you're Chinese, anyone, they'll ask for money. Your papers are legit. He deliberately holds you up, then asks for a bribe before letting you pass. Lots of Chinese companies in Africa, they've contributed a lot. But their contributions, except for people like you, get recognized, get made chiefs, or whatever. But most of the time, it's in our daily lives, when we're targeted. Or situations like this, it's kinda painful to think about. Because we've taught them that habit. You can't change that mindset. No matter what, we need to build awareness. To push back. My papers are legit. My ID's fine. I won't pay you. Yeah, I won't pay you. You got no reason to mess with me. And in Nigeria, I feel like security's always a problem. When Chinese folks go out, they bring security. Do you bring security when you go out? I did on my projects back home. It's really not safe sometimes. If they target you, kidnapping can happen. Even chiefs get kidnapped. They'd rather kidnap a chief, because they know you've got money. But chiefs have people too. Like if they kidnap your chief, the local king will come after them. Sometimes they even kidnap the king. Really? Yes, so crazy. Even the rich ones, they dare to kidnap. Oh my god. Aren't they scared of retaliation? Actually, some kidnappers aren't local. If they were local, it'd be easier. They're from out of town. Yeah, they come from elsewhere. What are Nigeria's main conflicts now? One is in the northeast. Terrorists in Borno State. And bandits in the north. Bandits, right. Then in the south, there are kidnappers. And gang syndicates. Oh my god. The root issue is high unemployment. And high inflation. Locals are really struggling. The new government needs good policies to boost local income. This'll happen less later. Otherwise. So Nigeria developing. I think it's still tough. But Nigeria, it's got a solid foundation. Yeah, Nigeria's foundation's solid, but needs too much reform. You could have done well at your company, but you still went solo. I think it's pretty forward-thinking and using your strengths. You'll do better in Africa. Honestly. Why people come to Africa is to make money. Right. Working at a company. You get a steady paycheck. If you want comfort. Living comfortably. Working at a company's best. If you want to grow. Want to earn more. Better opportunities. I think you need to branch out. So your hometown is Ningxia? Where? Ningxia, China. A pretty rough place. Right. Zhongning. Oh, right, I remember. You went home before, right? Shipped products to your hometown. Right. On Douyin. That sounds good. Helping local farmers. Actually, here's what I'm thinking now. First, get this business established. Then hire people to run it. Need to balance work and family. If you're in Africa for too long, it's not good for your family. Or you could bring your family over. But conditions in Africa are pretty rough. Even we sometimes feel it's hard to handle, let alone bringing family. We're really here for business, coming to places like this, so we just have to endure. Well, that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks to Brotherly for sharing and wishing your business in Africa grows more successful. Great, thanks to Xiao Zhong for the interview.